Ford Everest.
Alright guys, we're here to answer some questions that we get asked.
Toyota Prado.
Where we get asked a lot of questions around cargo space between the Ford Everest and the Toyota Prado. Now we're going to be using the middle Toyota Prado only because it's already parked here and I'm not going to ask this dealership to move the car for me, just to do a review. The back is actually exactly the same. All it had was predominantly front end differences. But the Ford Everest is a 7-seater, as is the Toyota Prado. They are probably the two most popular 4x4 SUVs currently on the market. So with the Everest, with the back seat up and with that in its full position, you have this much space to store what you need to. So if I'm putting my arm down, it's probably elbow to arm length. You'd probably fit one suitcase, maybe a stroller, probably at a push, a big pram. This is the Toyota Prado. The Toyota Prado, not so much. So you're not going to have that space in the back for strollers, prams. You might have some groceries. Definitely won't get a lettuce in there. Even a $12 lettuce at the moment, definitely you would not. But in terms of seating, it is still spacious and pretty comfortable. Moving back to the Everest, it's also spacious, comfortable for children. But more importantly, if you do plan to have different things that you load up when you have all three rows active, you're probably going to want to look at the Everest over the Prado when it comes to space in a 4x4. Yes, other cars like the Carnival, the Sorento, and other similar cars do have a little bit more space behind that third row, but they're not proper 4x4 vehicles, and that's what this video is about. We will do videos that cover those topics another time. But for this one, it's particular between these two. So if you are looking purely at boot space between the Ford Everest and the Toyota Prado, Ford Everest is probably going to be the best bet when it comes to loading up all that your family needs to go on that adventure versus a Toyota Prado. Another big notable difference, the way the tailgate opens. You will need a considerable amount of room for the way the tailgate opens up on a Prado versus the Everest, which opens up this way. Now, we just want to say thanks to the guys at buyyourcar.com.au. That's their website, for letting us come out and do these videos here. It is a rainy day in Brisbane, and also it's the easiest place to actually go and find a ton of cars from different brands, so you can actually walk and compare side by side what their differences are. Because if you go to a Toyota dealership or you go to a Ford dealership, chances are you're not going to have both of the cars side by side for you to compare, and by the time you get to the next dealership, you've probably forgotten what you were looking at.